All right, BBay40 back with a another video on Those Who Remain, and what I'm going to show you here. This is the intro. Let me get into the game, and you saw they had the options of if you want to get a private server, 450 Robux, and I think it's only good for one game. So, but I may be wrong. I think I read that somewhere, but it might be permanent. I don't know. It didn't say it was for monthly pass, so I believe it's just a one-time thing. You have to pay 450 to get your own little server, which is like crazy. So anyway, if you just select servers, there was classic, there was hardcore, and then there was servers. So you select servers, and you can scroll down and look at all the different servers that you can get into. And these are the maps. There's 10 different maps altogether. This map that you're seeing there, I'm just pointing at right now, Expressway is probably the most popular because it's relatively the easiest one out of all of them. Cargo that you see right there, and Laboratory, those are the toughest ones. They've been virtually impossible for me to make it through myself. I've managed with help to get through a district and the cabin across the expressway. The other ones that are good, Ranch is a good one. It's a fun one to play. Bypass is another fun one to play. I kind of like the prison, but I haven't been able to survive that because the prison would definitely take teamwork. And this is what my videos are going to be all about here, is how to work together as a team. I want to try to show people how to survive each map working together. And I believe it can be done working together as a team. Although I'm still not sure about Cargo. That is a really tough one. And Laboratory is another really tough one. But anyway, so what I usually do is I scroll down, kind of down to the bottom. I usually look for a server that only has less than 4 people in it, and starting at a low wave, so I can get in kind of at the beginning and go through the whole game, just enjoy the whole game. And usually by the time you get into wave 2 or 3, you have a full crew in there, generally. So, but anyway, this is how you just scroll right down. There's also a sidebar. You can just grab the tab and drag it all the way to the bottom. There's a lot of servers. There really is a lot here. You have 10 different games. There's probably a couple hundred servers to choose from. You could probably find whichever game you want. If you keep scrolling, find a particular map that you want, it'll be there. So anyway, once I pick one, find one that I'm going to like, I'm going to hop in here and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through first all the weapons, the inventory. You have a primary weapon, a gun, usually a large gun, either a rifle or a machine gun or a shotgun. And then you have secondary weapons, which are usually pistols, revolvers, or SMGs, submachine guns. And then you have melee weapons, which deal with like anything from a 2x4 to a golf club to an umbrella. And finally, some good swords at the very end. And all these weapons you get as you level up and earn points. You earn game point dollars, so game dollars. And you actually have the ability to buy weapons in advance. If you want to buy a higher level weapon, you can if you have enough points saved up. So you're not stuck with just getting the weapon that you get when you hit a certain level. It's not like Zombie Rush or some other games where you hit a level and then you automatically get the next gun at that level. This isn't like that. You can actually buy higher level guns in advance, which is good, but you have to pay more money than what you would pay if you bought it at that level. So, but it's nice. I was able to buy, always throughout the whole game, I was able to buy guns that were above my level, which helped me to keep leveling up more and more and survive a little bit longer each time. So I'm going to get in the game here, and you see how it takes a little while just to kind of load up. And we're coming in at, where are we? We're doing a transition. It could be at the very beginning. Let's see. Yeah, wave 1. And I forgot to click. Well, I didn't want to actually get into the game. I wanted to show you all the weapons. So you have to click ready. And if you notice that on the left, the very top left option was to click ready. Now here's you can buy skins. Now I'll show you that toward the end. So I ended up getting a Christmas skin for my primary weapon, and the other skin I'm using on my secondary weapon. Now what you're seeing here on the right, these little lines, the green and red are the relative strength of each weapon. So you're starting off with a shotgun. It does good damage, but it only holds 2 bullets. You see the ammo capacity is extremely low. It's just a double barrel sawed-off shotgun. So the other parts there, the only ones I really kind of understand, obviously, is damage and fire rate, how quickly it fires, recoil, how much it jumps when you shoot it, and ammo capacity. Now, ammo capacity is actually only the ammo that is in the magazine, how much you actually have loaded in a clip. It's not how much you have in reserve, too. So even though like this weapon, some may show low ammo capacity, like this rifle, you may actually have a lot in reserve to keep reloading it and reloading it. But actually, all these weapons are very limited. I think the most I've seen any weapon have is 200 rounds, and that's why in the game you actually have to keep reloading the weapon. When it runs out, it'll reload automatically. You know, when you hit the trigger, it just starts reloading. Or you can just hit the R key, hit the letter R on your keyboard to reload. And you see, as you're going up, the weapons get bigger and better. We're already up to this 11, level 52. I purchased that gun just to check it out. But this one was a favorite of mine for a while. This PSD. I used that for quite a few rounds, quite a few levels. Probably starting. That's a level 56 gun. I probably bought it at around level 36 or so, and I used it all the way up to about level, I don't know, level 55 or so. I think level 55 is when I got this gun, the M60. It took me 2 million, 2 million game dollars to buy it. Now this bad boy, the Beretta, you can only buy with a Game Pass. It says it right there. Overwatch perk required. You have to get the perk. And the only way to get that particular perk is you have to be at level 100. So the only players that have this gun are level 100 players. Now this one's going to be the last thing I'm going to try to buy if I ever get that, that much money. Maybe by the time I get to level 100, I'll have enough to buy this Winchester and check it out and see how it works. So it says $998, almost $1 million, but for me, since I'm only level 82 right now, it's still like $2 million. It's like twice as much for me right now. Okay, these are my secondary weapons. This is the one I chose to have right now that I'm using. The one that's equipped. It says it was equipped, but see, going back up to the top, these are all pistols and SMGs. As you level up, you get 2 weapons in the game plus a melee weapon, so you get 3 weapons altogether. Your primary gun, secondary gun, and a melee weapon. And of course, all of them you want to just keep leveling up as best you can. And I've always favored machine guns over pistols, although in this game the pistols and rifles are actually pretty strong. So if you're into the pistols and rifles, handguns and rifles, then you may want to select those over the SMGs. You probably won't do any worse. They all have their pros and cons. So, but anyway, the Desert Eagle is my next on my agenda. The one I'm going to get. That level 90 Desert Eagle. I should be able to buy that. It's actually down to about 1.4 million for me right now, and I've only got about 1 million points. So it's going to take another couple of days of playing to get enough points to buy it. And a couple more levels. And these are your melee weapons. There's Pan Man's frying pan, umbrella, a crowbar, a pool cue, a shovel. And you notice as you keep going up with the melee weapons, most of them do a little more damage, each one as you go higher. Some of them change as far as stunning or the range and speed at which you swing them. But I didn't really... The only thing I bought was the baseball bat. Yeah, it's the only thing I opted for that was better than the starting 2x4. And I saved all my money until I was able to get the katana. And that one at the time cost me about $1 million. So anyway, now these are the perks. And you start off, well, you don't start off with any of them until you hit level 10, obviously. You can see level 10, you start to get your first perks. And you're only allowed to have 3 at a time unless you get a Game Pass. And I'll show you that Game Pass. You can buy 1 more perk. So you're limited to 4 perks total at the maximum. And it would be nice to be able to have more equipped, but that's all they let you have for now. And you go back and look at all these things. And some of these I really don't know what they actually do, what they actually mean. This one, that was a handy one, the fire rate one, the trigger finger. If you have a shotgun or a rifle, it'll help you reload them much quicker. I got the Bruiser right now because it's kind of like, if I'm reading that right, it lowers the impact when zombies hit you by 65%, which is a big plus. It'll help you stay alive a lot longer. Will take a lot more damage from the zombies. So that's the clap bomb they call it. And you're allowed to. There's a perk, a level 10 perk. You can hold two of those, carry them around. And there's other one. See right there, it says it increases the range of the damage by 40%. So you can actually have it extend out further and kill more zombies around. And there's also one for the other bomb, the Jack. I call it the Jack in the Box. I think they call it a fort of some kind. Now that right there, I highly recommend when you get up to wave 45, or level 45, if you get there, because the barbed wire is it's worth its money in this game. There I got that equipped because that actually restores my health when I get really low, and that saved me a few times. Um, the other one I got there is Steady Hand. That's for recoil. That big M60 that I got has a lot of recoil, so I opted for this perk to help my aiming, especially if I do rapid fire. It's a machine gun. The first bullets tend to make it jump up in the air, and that kind of helps hold it a little more steady. Now that's what I'm going to get there is the speed, and the Guardian Angel is a nice one for those of you who like to revive your other players. And Juggernaut is one I'm going to definitely switch to when I get to level 100. In Overwatch, that's the one I was talking about that allow you to get the Beretta gun, which I don't know if I'm ever going to opt to get that one or not. I'm not sure. I see a lot of people use it. A lot of high-level players like it and they use it. But I saw other perks there that I think I would prefer. And that's the Beretta right there that you would get. You see the top left is the ready, I'm sorry. Click on ready when you're ready to play. Otherwise you won't spawn in until you click ready. And now I'm going to show you the shop, what's in the shop. We just went through the perks and the loadout. And you can spectate other players if you want to. Now, the first thing you're going to see in the shop is they're going to try to sell you game money. And it is not worth it, believe me. I mean, you get so little game money for the amount of Robux that you spend. I mean, the highest one, you only get 159,000 game dollars, but it'll cost you $55 to get it. That's just crazy. That's insane. You can get 159,000 points just for playing 3 or 4 games. You know, that's all it takes to get that many, to earn that much money in the game itself. I mean, if you spend $55, you're nuts. That's just crazy. The same with even, I mean, it's just they give you so little, so little game money for your real money. It's not worth it, not at all. Just don't waste your money on buying credits. So now the power-ups are interesting. These on the left are one-time, like the spawn-in token. If you were to get it, it would allow you to spawn in at any time. So each wave takes about 5 minutes, and you have to sit there and wait for the whole 5 minutes before you can spawn in the next wave. Now these perks here, the spawning tokens allow you to skip that wait time. You can spawn in anytime you want to. You just click the token and you're in. Now this guy here, it's only 6 cents. I've actually used that a few times when you get to the higher waves, so I have more ammo. It doubles your ammo in your storage. It does not double the ammo in your clip, only in the storage, what's in reserve. Now the other ones here, that's experience. If you want to level up quicker, get the experience boost. It's good for 20 minutes of gameplay. And the credit boost, I guess, gives you more money, double your money, game money. Now these other things are like just, pretty things, colorful text or colorful streaming bullets. But this one here, that's the extra perk. And that's the one I actually got. I spent $4.50 to get that one. And these are the perks that you get to choose from. So, normally it only gives you 3, but buying that extra perk allows me to have 4 perks now in the game. I have no idea what free cam is, but I mean, $8. Maybe someone could explain to me why it's worth $8. Because I don't know. You know what it is? It might be just a free roaming camera. You can spectate all over the place instead of being stuck to a person. Maybe, I don't know. And the color traces just what your bullets look like when they shoot through the air. You can add color to them, otherwise they're just white. So, and the last thing's the skins. Now these are the colors that I got on my guns. I actually clicked the neon one time, and I got I think I got the Christmas one, or the other one's on my other gun. So, and you skip through. I just did a cheap one there, to show you how it works, and then whatever it lands on, that's what you get. You can't choose your own. You have to go with this like a slot machine, and it's all on the luck of the draw, which one you end up with. So spectating, of course, you can just spectate other players in the game, see what they're doing, how well they're doing, if they're going to survive or not. And just above, at the very bottom middle, you can tab back and forth. Like a lot of the games, you can select different players to spectate on if you want to. And so go back. We're going to look at this is the some settings that you can change around. And I ended up reducing the sensitivities because my mouse was responding too quickly and it was bouncing all over. I wasn't having a hard time controlling my avatar. So I'm not sure what scope sensitivity would do for you. Sensitivity scale, I'm not sure how that works. But these are kind of cool. The ragdolls I turned on because I love seeing the zombies just kind of flop around and bounce around after you kill them. Blood stains just, I forget if I turned that off later. Headshots I didn't care about, or decapitations. The more of these things you have turned on, the more it can affect your lag in the game. So I turned a few of these off because I just don't care that much about those things. Don't care about seeing bullet holes. I turned that one off. But the one I did like is the ragdolls. I thought that's kind of cool. And I forgot which one of these blood ones I turned off. I forget if I turned them off. I might actually go back and turn more of the other ones off too, because like I said, I've been experiencing some lag lately. I don't know if it's because I upgraded to Windows 11 recently on my computer, or if it's because of the updates they've done in the game. They just added more to the game. It makes it lag more. I'm not sure. So, and these are the audio stuff. Music I turned down. Don't care about the game music. The effect volume I got it up a little bit so I can hear the effects of what's going on in the game. The environment and the menu don't care about that much. The weapon volume. Some of these guns are pretty loud, so you may want to think about turning that weapon volume down. So I think I did turn mine down some because the weapons are pretty loud. So anyway, that's pretty much the sum of your options when you come into the game. The sum of all your weapons that are already available, perks you can buy, or game passes and whatnot. So that's just wanted to introduce you to the game. Oh, looks like that guy just got overwhelmed. He couldn't make it through that wave, so it's going to start with a fresh new game. So anyway, hope you like this little introductory video and it gives you an idea of what the game's all about. And check out my other videos. I'm going to try to do videos for each map. I've only done bypass so far. I've done 2 strategy options for bypass. Please check them out. You might like them. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you like this little video. Hope it's informative. If you do, share it with friends and give a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.